Everyone, welcome back. It's Mick from Excessive Recessive. Happy New Year to you all. Just get that out there quickly. Hope everything's going to plan for you. I ain't done a lot of videos lately, but to be fair, life's pretty hectic. Obviously trying to pay back all these Christmas presents I had to buy. Also as well, obviously not a lot's going on. It's that time of year where it's trying to not get eaten by females that are in feeding mode and breeding and cleaning and feeding and breeding. So pretty bog standard at the moment, but I mean I did palpate the two triple het I should say, albino exantic clan girls, and promising signs from them. But yeah, so that's another time. Let's hope they go on to do what they got to do and we have some really nice babies to show off. But yeah, I mean this little video is just about a certain article that's going around on Facebook at the moment. Just want to emphasize what I think might have happened, or like I say, it's completely, you know, I don't know. I haven't spoken to the people. I'm just going on what I can see and what I know of the people, you know. But yeah, it's, for those who don't know the article, it's on my Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, I will put a picture up now of the actual article. Right, so you can see from the picture there was snakes, you know, that had just been left to die, left to rot. The actual house itself was in a really bad mess from what I've read. So, you know, God knows what's happened in their life to change this situation, you know, and sort of put them down that path, shall we say. But yeah, I mean, but as far as I'm concerned, there really is no reason at all to let any animals die needlessly. I mean, said people or person, depending on if it was, you know, the couple that were doing it together or whether it's just the lady in the couple, basically they had a lot of well-known breeder or big name breeders on their friends list, and I myself have spoken to them quite a few times in the past, you know, so I was quite shocked to see it happen. But with people on your friends list that are very trustworthy, very good in the hobby, you know, they care for animals very well, there's no excuse to let your animals just die. I mean, I was absolutely disgusted seeing the pictures, because us as breeders, us as keepers, have a duty of care for the animals we keep. I mean, royals, if you can't afford food for a couple of weeks, a month, you know, it's one of them that A, maybe you should start scanning down a little bit, but B, the royals, they can live without food, you know, they can quietly live for a couple of weeks, 4 weeks without food. As you know, some go off food for months. But at the end of the day, they still need to be watered, they still need to be cleaned, they still need to be heated, they still need general care. So there's no excuse for not giving them that general care, because I mean, barring the electric, it costs nothing, you know, it's just your time. That's all you need to do. So I just thought I'd do this little video just to sort of emphasise to people, as hobbyists, as keepers, know your limits. If you suddenly get to a point, I mean, I myself this season are trying to keep me breeding down to a certain level. I mean, I've got a good few pairings, but I don't expect them all to go. I'm hoping some of them do. I mean, obviously I hope they all go, but I know I can have the space and I can look after, I mean, I haven't got loads at the moment, but if I need to, I can quite happily look after 150 plus animals. We've given them the cleaning, the watering, the feeding. I've been there, done it, you know, so I know I can do it quite comfortably. But what you got to do is, if you're planning on breeding, just, I don't know, just think to yourself, right, if I breed these say you've got 2 to 4 females, and say each one of them girls, if they all go, might lay you 6 eggs. So say you're doing 4, that's 24 hatchlings that you might actually have in your hatchling rack. So that's 24 babies extra on top of your collection that you need to feed, that you need to house, that you need to heat, you know, water, clean, everything that comes with it that you do with the rest of your collection. Because people seem to think, yep, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make myself £1 million, you know, I'm going to be a millionaire next year. It don't work like that. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many animals you have, you will always be up against it, because they always need the basics, which cost money. And if you're anything like me, what you end up finding is there's always that other snake you want, so you end up saving for that, or you upgrade your racks, or it all goes back into the hobby some way, is the point I'm getting at. But you know, it's one of them that, get back to the point, these said people that were on, you know, I just think maybe they had too much to cope with, so they've just given up. But like I say, no excuse, as I pointed out earlier, they had plenty of people that could have helped them. But I mean, it's one of them that when you've got a lot of animals, another factor to take in is if you get an RI, for example, can you afford to take that animal to the vet? So I mean, I don't really know vet bills, but say you're looking between £60 and £100 for one snake to treat an RI, just off the top of my head. Say that RI then spreads. If that spreads between, say you have 10 snakes, if that spreads between 10 snakes, that works out a lot of money to have to find to treat all these snakes. So possibly, was this what happened at this address that, you know, the article's about? Did they find an illness come in and then think, right, that's it, I can't afford this, which we have to let them die? But again, you know, there's no excuse. If you can't afford to have the animal, don't have the animal. That's simple as that to me. If I can't afford it, I will sell them. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm even contemplating myself at the moment. Once I hatch, I'm hoping for a lot of holdbacks coming up in 2020. So if I hatch everything I want to hatch, that's going to be a lot of babies for me to house, because it will be holdback city. So I've then got to think, do I need to, you know, do I need to sell some of my females? And if I do, you know, which ones do I sell? Because I love all my snakes, you know. So it's all about thinking of what you're doing. Don't overwhelm yourself with, you know, I can breed this, I can breed that, because things don't sell straight away. I mean, I still have some 2019 snakes here, that, you know, a couple of reserve, but, you know, they're still here. But yeah, it's, I mean, the point I'm trying to get at is, don't go too big too quick. You know, just, I get tired of seeing these videos, you know, it's upsetting seeing these articles, you know, people not caring for their animals. I'm myself an animal lover, you know, this is why I do what I do, because I love doing what I do. It is that simple. I love my animals, and bringing life from start to finish, as in from, you know, the breeding all the way through the feeding season, up to the eggs and up to the eggs hatching. There's not a better feeling than a snake that you've helped grow in that egg, coming out and perfectly healthy, as long as all goes to plan, obviously. There's nothing that beats it. I mean, I've done it with a fair few species now, and like I say, I just love doing it. So it is one of them that you just have to have that passion to want to do it, because if you don't and things start going downhill, that's what happens. You know, you end up not caring and losing control, and yeah, just making a really bad name for yourself. You know, it's one of them that there's a lot of people I've been talking to that, you know, have just lost all complete and utter respect, and some are really shocked. You know, it's one of them. But it's just a case of, be smart, people. You know, I've tried to be smart over the years. I've had quite a few animals, you know, and circumstances have changed over the last couple and things have gone on, but I'm still here and I'm not going anywhere because, like I say, I love what I do, and I could never put an animal through, you know, what these animals must have gone through. If it ever gets to that point, I will even give snakes away, rather than, if you know, if I can't sell them, I will give them away. If I can't care for them, then I'd rather they go to someone that could. But don't get any ideas though, because I ain't got any plans of giving any snakes away at the moment. So just get that in there, because they're staying with me at the moment. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, anyway, so that's the video. So if you're planning on, you know, keeping snakes, keeping reptiles, just keep in mind they need the basics, and there's no excuse for you not giving them the basics. It's only a bit of your time and a bit of your electric, obviously, but again, the less you have, the less you use. So just bear in mind, people, it's a hobby, don't overwhelm yourself, and I'll see you next time.